It's Crystal here. So, how can a schedule benefit you if you're an entrepreneur or if you're working your ranks up in a job or your workplace? So, isn't it interesting that we all claim or say we have a schedule, but it's a very loose schedule? There's not a lot of blocked off time there for extreme thinking, for applying ourselves properly, even for taking breaks. And especially for entrepreneurs, where you pretty much have the full capacity and have full domination on how your day looks like, it's really important to cultivate a schedule. And we all know this. This is not like new news to anybody, but we tend to just not have this as a habit. And people who are successful, people who have reached a level of success, have a very clear schedule. They schedule from the minute that they wake up to the moment they go to bed. And when you're trying to achieve something or you're looking towards working for a goal that you set yourself out on, a schedule is truly necessary. It helps you account for your time, account for your actions, and also blocks off all distractions, meaning the ones that are right in front of you, the ones that you can click on, the ones that you can point at or poke on, and also the ones outside and around you. You become easily distracted if you don't have time to focus. And so, a schedule, well, what does that look like? And how intricate does it need to be? Well, it really depends on what your goal is. For people who are entrepreneurs, if they're looking to start their business, start to gain clients or income or build their business further, they really need a serious structured schedule. This schedule will help you stay on task. It'll help you decide what needs to be done for the day, and it'll help you pretty much organize yourself in a way where you will move closer to that goal. You will move closer to that accomplishment. And if you're in a workplace setting, it is so important to block off your time so people don't walk into your office and distract you. You have that focused work time. You know what you're doing when you're answering emails or phone calls or getting back to people or time for other work colleagues and certain tasks. You have to lay it all out there. And if you don't have it right in front of you, if it's all here, it gets lost. And then we get lost in that rabbit hole of whatever we end up getting distracted by. And then we lose the whole day. We look back at the day and we reflect to ourselves, man, I didn't get what I wanted done. And then we start getting really hard on ourselves and feeling really bad. And our brain takes us even further down that path of feeling like we're not going to get there, we'll not get what we want. And it just starts draining you and bringing you down. So a schedule keeps you accountable. It organizes your time and it makes sure that you know what kind of action steps need to be taken. But if you're not the type that does like a schedule, if you're not the type that even follows a schedule, that's something that you want to consider. This is a successful habit maker, is someone that makes a schedule. And a schedule has to include all the things that you have to do and even breaks in between. When you wake up and when you go to bed. These are important things for a successful mind state, setting up a successful environment around you. And also making sure that you know that you can account for yourself, that you know that you've done your best, you've brought your best foot forward, you've done the work, and that it'll pay off. You can see, you can reap the results and see what will come of all of your efforts. But if you're just winging it, if you're just loosely following something, if you're not giving it your all, then it's going to give you exactly that. It's not going to give you what you want. So, are you struggling from sticking to a schedule, from even making a schedule? Yeah, lots of people do. And even when you get a schedule down pat, you have to keep revising it and looking at it to make sure it fits within your parameters. exactly what you're looking for. Everybody's different. Everybody's schedule looks different, but there's always some key core requirements within your schedule, the three that I named. And these are things that you're going to have to put in there so you do have focused attention on your work. So you do know when it's appropriate for you to take breaks or not and just step away. And you do know what action steps are needed for each day to accomplish what you want, to move closer to what you want. But like I said, if this isn't something you automatically do or you loosely follow or you don't take it seriously, then you're not going to have the dream career that you want. You're not going to have things coming into your way. You're not going to see progress because you're going to be constantly distracted that you didn't follow your schedule, you didn't get enough done, you didn't utilize your time right. You probably just don't know what to do from day to day. And this is where a lot of us get lost down that pathway. So think about a schedule that works for you, and look at people who are successful, what their schedule is like. It's pretty jam packed, could be really intense, but the question here is, what do you want? What do you want from having this kind of schedule? What is your end goal? Getting clear on what you want will really help you be able to bring your schedule together, be able to curate the things that you need to make that schedule super functional and a great time use of what you're doing from day to day. It'll really help just make everything clear, concise, and easy. If you're looking for something that's easier within your work, that just takes all the thinking out, that just makes your life simple and easy, look at creating a schedule. It's going to give you exactly that. Might be really hard to follow. And if you're not one that likes to do this and you don't want to do this, well, what other option do you have? That's what I'd like to know. So comment below on how scheduled are you? How do you follow a schedule? What does your schedule look like? And do you need to do better on following your schedule? And if you did, what kind of results do you think it'll bring you? Hope you're able to get some value out of that today. I'll see you soon.